Hey everybody, welcome back to Tater Mountain. Today we're going to make biscuits with the butter and the buttermilk that we saved when we made our butter last time. If you remember, we made butter like this. So all I've did is I've melted a stick of butter already, and this was our buttermilk that we had from where we made our butter. So now what we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to start off with 3 cups of flour. May probably end up needing more, but we'll see. Little heaping cup of flour there. Take my ring off there. Alright, I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar to kind of cut the flour taste. And here's probably about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now this is our melted butter from where we made the other day. I'm going to pour the whole thing in. This is our buttermilk. Smells good. I'm going to pour just a little bit in because I don't know how much I'm going to need. And I've preheated my oven to 350. Well, in between 350 and 325. My oven's a little small and heats a little fast and hot, so I don't want it to be too hot. Alright, I'm going to add just a little bit more buttermilk here. Probably the rest of it. And if you run out of buttermilk, you can always go to using regular milk. I'm going to add just a little more flour. Oops. Try not to make a mess like I'm doing. You see how it's getting that doughy consistency here? Make sure it's all good incorporated. Now you can do these one or two ways. You can spoon them into your dish, which I'll show you here in just a second. What I'm using is a cast iron pan. You can coat this with either Crisco, the butter that you used, or I used some bacon grease that I had, and I just put that in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flour my hands. I'm just going to grab a little piece of this, not like that. Forming it into a biscuit and lay it in the pan. Or you can take your spoon, if you don't care about what they look like, and you can just spoon it into the pan. Either way you want to do it. But you don't want them to be too big. And you don't want them touching because these are going to rise. What I used was self-rising flour. Any self-rising flour will do. This is going to stick to your hands a little bit. Just drop it in the pan. Got enough for one big one in the middle. See, you can either make them look prettier or you can just drop them in. Doesn't really matter, you're going to eat them anyway. Now I'm going to wash my hands. gonna pop these in my oven, which has been preheating for about 20-25 minutes. I'm actually gonna put them up in this one. We want to make sure that they get good and brown on top and on the bottom. Jeff's getting the biscuits out. He wants to be the first to taste them. Look at how golden looking they look. Turn them over, see they're not burnt. You want a knife to cut one open? Oh, that's the one he picked he wanted to eat.
It is so soft.
He loves a hot biscuit right out of the oven.
Hey.
Look at that. That's a good biscuit.
It's warm.
Is it Tate approved? Huh?
Really well.
Good. So there you have it. Buttermilk biscuits. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.